MPs are warning that UK farmers could face a fight to stay afloat after Brexit, and the environment may suffer too. They're demanding action to protect British agriculture, as Rebecca Williams now reports.
A one-size-fits-all policy doesn't work across Europe.
For Rodney Down, farming is in his blood. It's what his father did and his father before that. But despite concerns about subsidies and tariffs following Brexit, Rodney says he's not particularly worried. In fact, he voted to leave.
It's not all about subsidy. We don't necessarily want a handout. Give us the correct environment and we can produce cracking British food that our home consumers want to eat, that foreigners want to eat. We can export. Give us that environment, give us that platform to produce it. There's less need for a handout.
A new report today has found that UK farming faces significant risks once we leave the EU, from a loss of subsidies and tariffs to increased competition. In fact, more than 70% of the land area of the UK is used in some form of agriculture. EU subsidies currently make up more than half of farm income. And there are now concerns that if we leave the single market, sheep exports could face in excess of 30% tariffs and beef 50%. And that's something the National Farmers Union wants to avoid.
We've got to get the trade deal that's right. Ideally one without tariffs on either side, which enables us to have a free open market where we can export our goods abroad and other goods can come into this country.
There are concerns about the impact Brexit will have on our wildlife, animals and environment. At the moment, EU law protects animals' welfare, but once we leave the European Union, that could change.
We're calling for a new Environmental Protection Act to make sure that a regulatory body in the UK has the teeth to govern and to assure that we don't see any watering down in our environmental protections when we leave the European Union.
There's no doubt that Brexit creates uncertainty, but a lot of farmers voted to leave the European Union, and a lot of farmers say they're positive about the future. Rebecca Williams, Sky News, Taunton.